By the time I'd been in Addis about 2 weeks, we had a mass of material from the different camps. And we'd been having a meal one night in the hotel. It's very nice to sit and have a steak and a nice bottle of red wine when you've finished a hard day's work. But it begins to play on your mind when people are dying by the thousands a day and you're sitting there. And after dinner, I'd gone back to my room and I was listening to music, as we do. It's sort of calming influence. And that particular piece of music was on the tape. And for some reason, the lyrics just sort of seemed to become very emotional. And the edit suite was next door. And I sat and started editing using my notes of stuff that we'd been working on and just started putting pictures to it. But all of a sudden the lyrics started to, I thought, mean something, although they're taken completely out of context. You look at the picture of a child and you think, well, the lyrics are, who's going to take you home tonight? A child sleeping in its mother's arms. Who's going to pay attention to your dreams? It's an obvious link of vision to lyric, and I can remember sitting in front of the machine crying. That was it. But I had to think, at this stage, have I done something very clever? Or have I done something which is in the most awful bad taste? And somebody once told me about, you always sleep on a decision, because I nearly erased it. I nearly hit the big red button and rubbed it out. But I didn't.
It certainly was a conscience pricker, because there wasn't anybody saying anything. The place just went dead, absolutely dead quiet. It was uncanny.
But even now, you sort of look back and I wonder if these people are still alive, and it's quite sad watching it, because they probably aren't.
There is one shot at the end of the item with little girl in arms, and she looks exactly how she was. She was dying, and the nuns at the feeding station had said, we give her a couple of hours, she will die. Anyway, they took her in and put her in the shade and gave her liquids and what have you, and she started to revive. And by the time the crew had left, she was actually beginning to recover. And in March of this year, the CBC crew went back to do a documentary in Ethiopia, and they found her. They went and found this little girl, and she is now a beautiful child of 12 years old. So it shows that people's donations of aid, no matter how much or how small, they do actually help. It's not wasted. They do help.